We have 1 fun bin, 2 fun bin, 3 fun bin, 4 fun bins. You don't get one of these unless you've stripped down at least
like 100 bikes.
Yeah, 100 bikes.
Probably more than that.
There's a lot of bikes here.
I am Brian Mullins. Everybody calls me Tuna. I race motorcycles. We wrench on motorcycles, and we're going to take this pile of crap and we're going to race it, and we're going to do it on a budget that most people can manage. What we're doing is very possible, and we're going to show you.
So we just finished Garage Brewed.
Yeah.
It's a week and a half later. We got some parts.
Yep.
All right, let's go. All right, so we just come back from Garage Brewed. We got the bike here. We got a big pile of parts. Garage Brewed was a success. We got a little traction on the project. We installed the bodywork while we were there. Roebling is going to be our only chance to test this bike before Moto America. And that'll put us about a month before Road Atlanta Moto America round. And that's what we got going on today. So we'll pull some bodywork off.
Tear it out.
I don't know why we do that if I'm being recorded the whole time.
You need a 5-ish.
But need a meeting.
Each.
It's so very fresh. It's not even a 5. Don't know shit about 5.
That was so much faster.
Yeah, there you go. That's what
My buddy Greg, the team owner of the endurance team, actually purchased me a Shirai.
Wow. Look at this, brand new.
Mine was brand new.
It's like one of the only new things on this bike. It's like
The only new part on the entire bike.
tires.
Oh, that's true.
I'm not sure if we should. Maybe we should. So
They're not going to be new when you race them, though, right? Yeah.
You got scrub them.
Yeah, no.
Can I get a witness line?
I had drunk Taco Bell last night.
Where were you drunk last?
Yesterday was March 1st, is our anniversary at work, 6 years.
Look, he's in the video with a tool.
I was in the video with a beer.
That's true, that's also a tool.
That's me in my natural habitat.
Yep.
Okay.
Tuner's tip of the day. You gotta put a little grease on.
Got greaser up, sticker in.
Put some grease. Look.
Fucking spit on it, dude.
Yeah, these rotors will go on the wheel I have.
So you want me to go ahead and put a rotor on?
That
the
one.
Galfers are going on
The
this.
Galfers.
Ain't nothing like a new rotor.
Smells like $600. When I'm sitting on 2, it sounds like you're hammering. Did not put this footage on there. Because it sounds... Well, I guess you can...
Speed it up.
If there's no audio for it, it'll probably be okay.
Oh, look at this. He's making it.
If you have something easy I can play with, I give it a shot. But I'm good with it.
Here's the behind the scenes magic. Tuna opened the shit out of this box already.
No. You should play in reverse. And he's on tape.
Yeah.
All that money.
Man, you taped that so good.
Yeah, they really did.
Yeah. Get in
Thank you,
there.
Backstage.
Nice and deep tonight.
Triumph box number 3962462. Mechtronic, designed and assembled in Italia.
It's Italian.
FIM World Championship.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. I don't speak it Italian. You supposed to put this shit on your bike? Ooh.
Ooh.
Pretty nice.
That's too nice for us.
I've never had a pit speed selector.
Ooh.
Dude, it's nice. It's like billet.
Are they like super tactile buttons
They're
too?
fucking nice.
Oh,
You
listen.
can run that, you know.
Oh yeah. I just want to push that button all day.
Oh, I'll push it.
That's a nice button.
It's a nice button. You guys want to touch the
That's
button?
one of the nicest buttons I've ever pressed in my life. It's a good button.
It's a good button.
Ooh.
Don't start what you can't stop, baby.
Where's the carburetor?
Where's the Holly? Double pumper. This is the fuse box. Check that out. So this right here,
We're gonna have to tuna rig it.
this is fucking $4,600. Jesus. Will you look at that? Will you just look at that?
Just look at it. What's older than this bike?
These brake lines are off God knows what. They are older than this bike. This reservoir is brand new, but old stock. It is definitely older than this bike. These are stock rear sets that Matt welded up, solid pegs on. This exhaust, if you look on this, this exhaust is made out of parts from my exhaust bin over there. The collector, this mid pipe, these mandrel bin angles. Matt welded this up. It
That drill bit.
this is a
China, whatever part.
yeah, it's a $50 China muffler. It needs a Foster's beer label on it. This brake line, don't know what the hell that's off of. It got some weird angles on it, but it worked. That is definitely older than the bike.
Years of building Legos, just practicing for this moment. And I still have
Practicing for this month. So what happens when you use Chinese levers?
What levers are we putting on here?
It's a stock Brembo Master, I believe this lever is from an R1.
And why are we putting an R1 lever on this bike?
Because I have it. It's free.
What's that one over there? Is that an R1 too?
Over here?
Yeah, what's that
That's
one?
off an SB650.
Oh. Why are we putting that one on there?
Because we have it.
Because they gave it to you.
Could they give it to me?
How much was this one?
It's free.
How much was that one?
It's free.
That's a good price.
We're doing a wiring harness. And it sucks. I don't know where this shit goes.
We're on something, right? It didn't fit the whole back here is a smaller size. You like that? 87.
Oh, John, you're talking John.
He said Chris.
I thought you were talking to Chris, but calling him John.
Should just be able to.
No.
I need to. It's just very tight. Ooh.
Sir.
Dude, it's so nice. That was the good enough for that, man. Good enough.
It finally cracked out, so I'm gonna make it a naked
Or
goat.
just
Yeah, do FPV and then have that.
that's pretty good. Yeah. How far ago was that? Years? Or you can tap it to see it.
How long's the battery last? You're not dead.
Yep.
I got a tank. What's the next step?
Jump starting it.
So yeah, we missed Jennings. We missed our track time at Jennings because the electronics were on back order. We get the electronics, we get them on the bike, and they're not functioning. The bike will start up and run, but I get no data, no feedback on the dash. Turns out, after a week of trying to get help, trying to figure this out, we had the wrong cable. So Brian at Boulder overnighted me a $400 K cable, and then we could get into the electronics and it would match to the ECU. I had gauge function, and then I spent the next week trying to find a shop to dyno it. I called 10 shops. Of those 10 shops, 3 of them had experience and in some capacity could help me out. Most of them that I called either didn't know it, didn't know the Medtronic system, or they had used it and they vowed to never touch it again. Because it's in depth, it's apparently a good system, but it's extremely hard to get help with, and it's difficult to get through. The user interface is difficult. And finally, just started reaching out to friends that run Moto America teams and whatnot, because this is a very limited electronics package. There's not a whole lot of people running it here in the States right now. Finally, Kevin put me in touch with Shiloh at Bobblehead Moto. Talked with her, she was approachable and friendly and said she was willing to help. So I drove 8 hours to the eastern edge, Maryland border of West Virginia, dropped off the bike to her, quick chat of what I needed done. The next day I picked it up. She gave me a crash course on what to mess with, what not to mess with. I rode the bike an 1/8 mile stretch to verify that the quick shifter worked and the auto blip worked, even though I didn't know how to use it. I never used one. She also set up for me to be able to bring the bike to Carnes to have it dyno tuned, because I knew we didn't have the Moto 2 engine kit, so we were going to have to tune it to some extent. And after about 3 hours, the bike made 109 horsepower, which was 15, 20 horsepower less than it made stock. I paid extra for that. Then we just knew what we were dealing with, and at that point I had exhausted all of my options for track days for a race weekend. So our only option is to go to Road Atlanta, Moto America Pro Super Sport race with no seat type and 109 horsepower.
It's gonna be great.
We're gonna be good, Mike.
Yeah.
Be good, Mike.
It's awesome.